Hello, welcome to SourceCAD, and here we will draw this 3D speaker into AUTOCAD, the speaker which you can see right now on the screen. So I'll start with the circle tool. So go to circle and click on center radius. Now make a circle, and I don't need you to be precise. Make a circle which is approximately equal to 2 units in radius, and go to circle again. Now follow this point and click and make another circle which is equal to 4.5 radius. Now go to tangent radius, click on this circle and press enter. Repeat this process again with tangent radius circle for another half of this geometry. Now I will trim all the remaining parts which are not required. So go to trim command and trim all these portions which is not at all required. Okay, now I'll make another circle inside of these. So I'll make two more circles. So go to circle again, center radius, and click on the center of this smaller circle, and now make a circle which is smaller in radius than the previous one. Go to center radius circle again, click on the center and make another circle which is smaller than that. Okay, so now we have the internal geometry of this. I'll go on and join it. So select all and click on join. Alternatively, you can press J on the keyboard also to join. So now let's go to 3D. Now in 3D mode, I'll select press pull and click inside this area. So click this area and press pull it upwards. So okay, take a height, approximate height. You don't need to be precise here. Now let's go to the top view and let's make another circle inside this one which is smaller than this one. So go to this and make another circle. Now go to the circle again and make one more circle which is inside this bigger one. Go on and make the circle. Okay, so we are done. Now click on this home icon and let's turn this grid off. Now I'll go to extract edges. Now click on this geometry and press enter. This is very important step, so don't forget it. Now go to surface, and on surface here you will find loft tool. So on the surface ribbon, go to loft tool and press this top circle and the bottom circle which we have made. Now go on and repeat this process. Go to loft tool and click on this top edge and the bottom circle. If you won't repeat the extract edges command, this loft cannot be made, so this is important. So now let's go on and go to home ribbon, and now let's go and make a torus. So select the center and let's click on this point. Let's turn this O snap and O track off. O snap, let's turn this off because it might snap to another point if we'll keep it on. Now click on this point and make a torus, a donut shape. Okay, go to 2D wireframe here and change the visual style to shades of gray or shaded. Now I'll repeat this process again on the another circle also. So I'll create this donut shape again and click on the center again. Okay, we need to turn this O snap on and click on the center and again turn this off and make this donut shape. So click here and click here again. Okay, so here we have the two geometries now. Now let's go and make a cylindrical shape on the smaller circle. So for that I'll go to cylinder on the home ribbon, go to cylinder and click on the center, turn O snap on, click on the center and let's zoom it a little because yeah, it's turn it off and let's zoom it. Yes, and let's make a cylinder which is slightly smaller or equal to the donut shape which we have made, and let us extrude it upwards. Yes, this height seems okay, and click. Okay, so here we have the cylinder. Now go to solid and the fillet edges and click on the edge and radius and enter a radius of 0.5 units. Okay, so now here we have our profile, the dome shape profile. Okay, Now let's go and draw another profile on this second circle. Here we need to make a hemispherical profile, a profile which is close to hemisphere. So first I'll make a sphere here. So go to the center point, make a sphere which is larger than the radius of our donut shape. I'll turn O snap off. So make sure you also turn this O snap because it might snap to another point if you'll keep it on. Now here we have this sphere. Now let's select this. Now let's go and select this sphere and turn this 3D move on. So turn this 3D move on, select this sphere, and now click on this cursor and drag it upwards. Okay, so now I'll make a slice of this sphere. So we need to cut this sphere. So let's go to slice tool now. So go to slice, select this sphere and press enter. And now select XY plane. XY plane from the command line. Turn this O snap on. And now here we can see 3 circles. So click on the lowermost circle. Yes, go on and select this lowermost center point and press enter. Now you can delete this one. So select this top part of this sphere and press erase. And now here we have the another half of this sphere. Now we need to make a shell feature from this sphere. So let's go to the shell tool now and make a shell using this portion. So here we have the shell. Click on this geometry and now click on this top face again. Okay, and press enter. And now enter a shell offset of 0.1 units. And here we have a shell. So now we have the middle part, middle speakers almost, yes, it's almost complete. Now we need to make external features, but before that let's fillet it. So go to fillet, chain, click on any of the edges and all the edges will be selected because they are all tangent. Now press enter and accept the default radius of 0.5. Yes, we have here default radius. You don't need to change it. And press enter again. So here we have the fillet. So now let's go and make the outer features now. So go to rectangle, the top face, and let's make a rectangle here. So I'll start from here and make a rectangle which is bigger than this profile, this 3D geometry which we have made. Okay, now let's go to this 2-point circle and click on the first point and the second point. And now make this 2-point circle on second edge also, on the second side of this rectangle also, and go to trim and let's trim all these edges. We don't need all these edges, so let's go and trim these edges, this one also, this edge, and we need to erase this one. So go to this arc, select and erase it, and we also don't need this edge, so let's go and trim it again. Go to trim and trim it again. So here we have this complete geometry now. Now let's go and join it all into a single unit. So select all of these edges and go to modify, join, and join them all. Okay, now select it and move this gizmo downwards a little. Okay. Okay, so now let's go to this home icon and change it to parallel view, and now I'll select this extrude tool. So I'll select press pull. Press pull will be better, so select press pull instead of extrude and click on that area and make a press pull which is equal to this. So I've selected press pull tool instead of selecting extrude tool here. So now let's orbit it a little. Press this bottom face. Okay, now we'll go to this bottom face and now select this view, and on this you need to select this face because we need to draw another rectangle of this face. So from our coordinates I'll select this face, and now let's make a rectangle on this face. So go to rectangle and turn this OSnap off, and let's make a rectangle here. Okay, start from this point and make a rectangle on this face. Okay, so here we have the rectangles. Now I'll just change the layer of our 3D geometry. So let's draw some layers, change the color to make this layer visible, and let's make it off. Okay, now select this 3D geometry, go to layers and place it on the layer which we just created, and it's the layer which has been hidden, so which has been turned off. And now here we have the geometry. Now go to fillet, select radius, enter a radius of 2 units and select polyline, and now click on this rectangle. So all the edges will have the radius of 2 units all at once using this polyline. Now let's go and make another rectangle which is smaller than the previous one, but which also lies on the same plane. So now here we have another rectangle and we need to manipulate it a little. Okay, so here we have the perfect rectangle. Now go to fillet again and go to radius, select this 2 radius and go to polyline and click on this rectangle. Okay, so here we have these 2 rectangles. Now go to home view and we need to move the second rectangle, the smaller rectangle, a little downwards. So select it. Now click on this move gizmo and move it downwards. Okay, let's orbit it. Okay, we may need to move it down a little bit more. So yes, we need to move it a little bit more downwards. So select this rectangle again and click on this gizmo and move it down a little. Okay, now here we are done. So let's go to surface, go to loft tool and select this rectangle and this rectangle and press enter twice. Okay, and now you can go to home view and turn our layer on, the layer which we have turned off earlier. So turn it on to make all the objects appear on screen. Okay, now we need to cover this back portion. So to cover this, go to surface and patch tool here. So go to patch and click on this edge. You may need to select chain in order to select all the edges. So now select chain and now click on the edge and press enter. So okay, I think it's not been selected. Now go on and select it again. Yes, make a selection now. Yes, here it is. Go on, press enter and click on this small grip, this small arrow grip which you can see here. So click on this small arrow grip and change it to tangent and press enter. And here we have this closed profile. Okay, so now let's go to this solid view and solid ribbon and let's apply fillet. So again I'm applying fillet to these sharp edges. So select this edge and you need to select chain in order to select all the edges at once. Okay, select this edge and all the edges are selected and press enter. Here also I have selected the default radius of 0.5 units. I have not changed the radius. All the radii are 0.5 units. Now let's create the final feature of this model. So to create final feature, let's go to this view. So to create the final feature, we just need to turn our UCS. So I will move this origin a little downwards. So go to origin and move our UCS a little downwards. So now here we have it's a little downwards. It has been moved downwards now, and now let's turn this. So select X and turn it like this. Make sure that you follow the same process, because we can only draw on XY plane, and now I have made the XY plane on the top of it. Okay, so now go to top view, and now you can see that we have here XY axis. So now go to circle and make a circle here. So let's go and make a circle. Okay, and let's go and make another circle which is inside this circle, and click on this point. Yeah, it seems okay, and make another circle like this. Make sure the circle lies inside the circle which we have made previously. And now I'll go to extrude and select the smaller circle, press enter and extrude it up to this profile. Make sure it's completely inside that profile. Now go to extrude and select the bigger circle and extrude it a little bit upwards. Okay, so here we have this profile. So now this is our complete 3D speaker into AutoCAD. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment box and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thanks for watching.